The Gilgo Beach Murders, a mystery shrouded in shadows. In the state of New York, where modernity meets dense forests and deserted beaches, the community of Long Island became the stage for one of the most disturbing and dark criminal cases in American history, the Gilgo Beach Murders. This case, which came to light in 2010, left a trail of bodies and unanswered questions, plunging investigators, journalists, and onlookers into a labyrinth of mystery. It all began on May 1, 2010, when Shannan Gilbert, a 24-year-old woman, disappeared after meeting a client in Oak Beach, a community near Gilgo Beach. She had called emergency services, claiming she was in danger. "They're going to kill me," were some of her last recorded words. Her erratic call led police to the area, but Shannan was not found that night. 7 months later, in December 2010, the search for Shannan took a macabre turn. During a sweep of the area, the remains of another woman were discovered in the dense vegetation along Ocean Parkway. This discovery not only heightened the urgency surrounding Shannan's case, but also sparked a manhunt across the beaches and dunes of Long Island. The discovery of the bodies. In the following months, police uncovered the remains of 10 more victims, scattered in varying states of decomposition and separated by miles. Most of the victims were young women who worked as escorts, all missing under similar circumstances. Each discovery was like a piece of a macabre puzzle, yet the pieces didn't quite fit together. The victims included Melissa Bartholomew, last seen in July 2009. Megan Waterman, missing since June 2010. Amber Lynn Costello, last seen in September 2010. Maureen Brainerd Barnes, missing since 2007. Among the bodies, there were also dismembered remains, including a baby and body parts that belonged to other previously discovered victims. The presence of these remains suggested the killer had a methodical yet chaotic and unpredictable modus operandi. The most disturbing discovery was the connection between some victims who appeared to have been chosen through online ads, reinforcing the pattern of a predator using technology to hunt. Ligature marks were also found, indicating the deaths were not only brutal, but premeditated and meticulously executed. The hunt for the monster. The case quickly garnered national attention. Was it the work of a single serial killer or multiple perpetrators? The most accepted theory suggested that a Long Island serial killer, soon nicknamed LISK, was behind the deaths. The killer seemed to carefully select his victims, lure them, kill them, and then discard their bodies in the remote areas of Long Island. The investigation was marked by frustrations and dead ends. Victims' cell phones were used after their disappearances, sometimes to taunt their families. In one case, the killer even called Melissa Bartholomew's sister, mocking her and graphically describing what he had done. The killer's intelligence was evident. He avoided leaving clear physical evidence, exploited gaps in the police system, and used the isolated landscape to cover his tracks. The secrets of Shannan Gilbert. In December 2011, Shannan Gilbert's body was finally found in a marsh near where she had disappeared. Police initially classified her death as accidental, suggesting she had become lost and drowned. However, her family vehemently contested this version, believing she too was a victim of LISK. On the night she vanished, Shannan had drawn attention by knocking on neighbors' doors and pleading for help, but the responses she received were indifferent or hostile. Her erratic behavior could have been the result of fear or another unknown circumstance. Investigators found her cell phone, personal belongings, and the location where her body was discovered, but no clear clues about what happened that fatal night. Shannan Gilbert's mystery remains a point of contention. Some see her as the key to unlocking the case, while others believe her death was a separate but tragically parallel event. The impact on the community. The Gilgo Beach Murders case is steeped in a dark atmosphere. Communities around Long Island live under the shadow of this mystery, with residents recalling the lives cut short and families still seeking justice. Over the years, locals have reported a growing sense of paranoia, with many believing the killer could be among them. Conspiracy theories also emerged, suggesting that members of local authorities might be involved or covering up the case. These theories were fueled by the lack of progress, apparent ineffectiveness of the investigation, and reports of corruption within the police department. A dark fascination. The case has become a source of fascination for documentaries, podcasts, and books, while simultaneously representing a disturbing failure in justice and investigative systems. Among the most notable works is Robert Coker's book, Lost Girls, which details the lives of the victims and the case's impact on their families. An uncertain end. To this day, the case remains unsolved. Suspects have been investigated, including some prominent names in the area, but no definitive arrests have been made. In 2022, new technological evidence and advances in DNA testing reignited hopes that the case might finally be solved. However, LISK, or the perpetrators behind these deaths, remain at large, and the mystery persists. Each new detail that emerges is like a whisper in the wind, a grim reminder that Gilgo Beach's sands still conceal secrets, buried and waiting to be unearthed. With every step the investigation takes, the abyss of unanswered questions seems to deepen, keeping the story of the Gilgo Beach Murders as one of the darkest enigmas in American criminology.